Good everyone, welcome to today's video, and today it's another flight in the Talisman Series. Now this is actually my second attempt at recording this because the first time went absolutely dog shit, and I decided, well, not gonna bother. It was just rage fest because it was just shit teams. The amount of bullshit that retards got, you name it. So obviously today we're in the BF-110 C-7, and this is actually, well, I say this. A different variant of this aircraft was my absolute love. Those of you who are an OG player, you may remember the BF-110C4. She was a freaking animal, that plane was, and, well, sadly, when we got the F2 and the G2 110 added, we got gifted the C7 as a replacement to the C4. Now, the sad thing is that C7 is, well, it wasn't actually the mainstay of Battle of Britain. That's why people wanted to keep the C4. So what Gaijin really should have done in that regard is kept the C4 in the game, but just put the C7 in, and made the C4 more C4-like. Because they said it had characteristics of the C7, which I don't get how. But sadly, the old C4 is now gone, and I don't think she'll be coming back, which is a real shame. But I might as well talk about the C4 because I don't really have a lot of memories of the C7 model, because obviously it's a bit different. The C4 was my absolute favourite plane back in when I was playing Germany for the first time. Back in the days of arcade, the armament was just as dangerous as it was at higher tiers as it was lower tiers. I used it right up until Bahrain 5 in my ME410 A1U2, and she just absolutely punished anything that got in her path. She could ground pound, she could dive, she could fight reasonably well. She could go head on reasonably well. She could ground pound with those bombs really effectively. But sadly, she's gone. There's nothing we can do. So what does the C7 change over the C4 then? Well, not all that much. The engines stay the same. This isn't where we're looking at. The cockpit design has changed a little bit. The armor plating, I should say, not really changed. That's pretty much stayed the same. It's the rear turret. Now, those of you who may remember the old C4, you had a very enclosed glass canopy. Well, in fact, if you was to shut this glass canopy now, that is basically how the C4 was, and the gunner had very limited field of fire. Nowadays, though, this rear MG15 has a lot more traverse, shall we say. However, in doing this, your aircraft's top speed has dropped by 12 miles an hour, which isn't really that much. But the C7 does get to carry some additional payloads, which Dark Angel absolutely loves. You can carry up to 12 50kg bombs, two 250s which are going to be bringing today, a single 500, two 500s, a 1-tonner, and a 1-tonner and a 250. The 250s, the two 500s, and these bombs drop separately, just in case you weren't aware. So hopefully we will get better teams than the first time round I actually attempted this. So let's see what happens, eh? But yeah, I really missed the old C4. It was such a great aircraft. I really did miss flying it. And when I saw in the dev blog that they're actually changing it to become the C7, I was sad because it's like the F6F3. If you're an OG player, you'll remember that. The F6F3 was just, it was my jet killer. I used to kill jets in custom battles for it. I even had a list at some point when I would just cross off a jet off the list to kill after shooting it down in custom battles. And I spent a lot of time in custom battles shooting down jets in my F6F. Right, well that was a quick thing. I just went to go check my YouTube then after having a bit of a talk and all that, and next thing you know, we're in a game. Lovely. Okay, well, we've got Normandy. Yeah, fuel load's fine. I'm actually going to put on the ZG-26 paint scheme. I think you need 80 air kills in this, or 60, something like that. I've well exceeded that. Well, exceeded that, and as you can tell, it looks really nice. So let's get climbing. Looks to be a battle rating 3.3 because it's a P108B. I don't think the cockpit's really changed from the old C4. Let me have a look around. Yeah, this cockpit's pretty much the same. I just don't get why Gaijin got rid of the C4 really. Just let us keep the C4, make this a newer variant so that I could spade it, but nah. Gaijin being Gaijin, they decide to cut corners. They don't want to give us so many 110 variants that we do need, like the I believe there was a 110 model that could carry a 50mm cannon. I think there was one even tried with a 75mm cannon at one point. Apparently there was one tried with an 88 as well, but we'll gloss over that fact. But yeah, I do like doing these Talisman Series flights. It's just when I did this one, well, I attempted to do this one the other week, because I've actually left it nearly 2 weeks now. It was just a rage fest. I had crap teams after crap teams after crap teams. And my teams just couldn't do shit. I got 3 air kills, 4 deaths, 4 consecutive losses. It was very, very frustrating. I was literally just gonna release the video how it was, like 1 kill and death, 1 kill and death battles, and just leave it at that because I really couldn't be arsed. But I decided, nah, that's not good enough. So we're just climbing over 10,000 feet now. So we are carrying the bombs, so if we need to drop them, they do drop individually now. Never used to. They used to drop as a pair. But back in the days of the C4, you couldn't carry the payloads that this thing could. You had up to a single 500kg bomb, or the 2 250s we have on board. Okay, well, we're about to come out the clouds, so I don't see anything at the moment. Hang on, he's actually on my block list. Bartek Com. I remember insulting you at some point, so that's probably why you're on there. The full name Nate. Oh boy, we've got a guy playing fighter in his B-34. If you remember from the MC-202 flight, we had a lot of players like, well, we had a B-34 try to do that, and it actually cost his team the game. Yeah, whatever, doesn't bother me. But yeah, whilst we're here, I'll quickly show what the rear turret can do now. You can see much better defensive coverage. You would never get that. Back in the day, the C4, I think the limited fire arc was about from here to around about here and here, if I remember rightly. It wasn't a very good defensive turret, but to be honest, you didn't have to rely on it if you didn't need to. It's a nice little addition though, having that in the back. That's for certain. Handy to have, and not only that, it's a small little machine gun for defensive purposes. But yeah, I remember insulting that Bartek guy because, well, Bartek. There's a dot beneath me, apparently. Oh no, it's a Spitfire. I don't remember exactly what I insulted him for, but I think it was because he was being a twat, something I don't remember. It's been a while since I've seen him, so I've sort of forgotten. So we're moving in on this B-34 at the moment. Spitfire over there. I was going to say, that didn't look like a B-34 at first. When I looked at it, I was like, yeah, I'll just say it's a B-34, but it's actually a bloody Wellington. Right, well, Squire Flyer is going to hate me for this, but I honestly couldn't give a shit. We've got to kill it, so sorry, mate. I'm really sorry. First kill. I don't like doing that to Wellingtons. I feel bad. I feel really bad now. And most of our fighters are fucking about, not doing anything. I've been getting this a lot in German teams lately. I've had, well, in fact, yesterday I was grinding these skins for the, what's it called? He's going for an head-on. Why would you go head-on with this thing? Oh, another Spitfire, right, break. I didn't see him. That's fine. Right, just put it nose down and we'll just dive. Fun fact, in real life this plane actually sucks pretty dang badly at dealing with Spitfires and things like that. No, not the turret, not the turret. We don't need the turret right now. That's the last thing I want to jump to. Right, I'm dropping the bombs, fuck it. I can't really see him, so I don't really want to take a shot, but I could try. Thank you, mate. You're a legend. Right. We need to get that hurricane dealt with. Thank you to Savengen now, I think it is. I don't know how you say that. 7 Snow. You know nothing, Jon Snow. If anyone gets that reference, then again, it's quite an easy reference to understand, really. Got him. Oh, pull up. We had to pull out that one a bit, but whatever. That's our 3rd kill. Lovely jubbly. Got a Spitfire coming in now. I'll turn towards him, see if I can get a shot on him whilst he comes through. Come on, girl. Come on, old girl. Got some hits. I've got to watch my engine temps because I've noticed the bloody nerf the 110's heating again. There we go. Beautiful. 4th kill. Oh no, another Wellington. Oh no. I'm sorry guys, I'm going to have to go for that Wellington. It's just too juicy. God, they've really nerfed the 110's overheating. This is bad overheating. I've never had it like this before. I'll keep it at 100%. That's probably why. They've nerfed the aircraft's ability to wep, I guess. Yeah, we'll go hunt down this Wellington and then we'll head back to base. Oh my god, I feel bad. Because it's another Wellington. I feel bad for shooting down Wellingtons. I know exactly how hard they were to spade. I've spaded all of them. Trust me, you do not want to spade any of the Wellingtons. They are horrible spades. What the hell is he doing? Yeah, whatever. You poor bastard. If he kills us, I'll just laugh. I honestly will just fucking laugh. You poor bastard. IRL, that thing would keep on going after that, but nope. There's a race for the day. Right, there's 3 enemy aircraft left, so I might as well go help the team. We've still got plenty of ammo. This is a much better result than I had in the bloody first few attempts at recording this crap. Like I said, I'm not going to sugarcoat it. Like I said, this is the first flight as you've seen. Like, I'm not going to sugarcoat this plane. It is a good plane, but you do need to know what or when to engage and when not to engage. Okay, the B-39 is dead, but the B-34 is still up. So I think, because of our engine problems at the moment, the best course of action will be to return to base. So let's make our way back. I'm actually going to tell you a little story about this plane. I remember back in the day of arcade, would have been about 3 years ago, 4 years ago almost. I just unlocked this plane and took it out for its first flight, and I literally ripped apart about 3 or 4 planes in a head-on. whilst losing one engine. I think it was the right engine I lost. Managed to get back to base, mind you, but let's see if the team. I'll ask. Because this thing can kill a base, I think, with its payload. I know it can kill one with the 1000, but it won't be able to kill all with the 250. Last guy left is that B-34 that we saw at the start, that full name Nate. We'll see what the team says. If not, I'm going to do it anyway. Yeah, I don't know why. Like I said, I probably insulted Bartek at some point. I just don't remember when. But this is a good game so far. Like, we've had. Well, I mean, I felt sorry for the two Wellingtons. I'm not gonna lie. I do feel sorry for pilots like that who fly Wellingtons. What I find ironic though is that I believe we've shot down nothing but British aircraft, which this thing struggled to kill. Fair enough, the Wellington it wouldn't, but Spitfire and Hurricane absolutely outperform these aircraft. That's why mainly the BF-110 was mainly reduced to like ground attack. It also did night fighter duties. Some models carried radar. That was Dave Schilling on Facebook. I do apologise about that. And there's a Spitfire over there. That must be the fighter that we've been looking for. Well done, Stuka. Take off into the path of a landing 110. Obviously, I will be faster than the Stuka, so I'll be able to catch up to him. So, and the Spitfire's just died. Bit of a hard landing, but yeah, whatever. Notice that lighting effect bug then. But yeah, we'll load up the 1250 kilogram payload and, well, hang on. There's that B-30. Excuse me, I've got something stuck in my throat. 1 second, I've got. Luckily I have a drink next to me, so no biggie. Right, let's J out on the runway. Let's get the bombs loaded up. We're not leaving the match, so don't think of it that way. 1,250, and let's roll. Because we can kill one base. Yeah, I'll take it as a yes, because that Stuka will not be able to kill the bases himself. Dark Angel is a fan of this payload, but I've told him to try the 2500 because then you get a balanced bomb either way. Yeah, that Stuka's got about 4 mile head start on us, so landing gear in, let's get underway. We will be faster than the Stuka if he's got a full payload on. Yeah, hopefully our fighters will support us here. It does feel weird having such a big bomb under this aircraft, because back in the day you could only have a 500 at most. It was a bloody good bomb, but even so, not many people used to use the 110 in ground forces, which was a real shame. Yeah, we will beat the Stuka to that base, so let's get underway, get the throttles going. Obviously we've got to watch our engine temps. Then we will go from there. So let's take a look at this full name Nate. Yeah, pretty average stats for an arcade player. RB, it's his first time flying the B-34, so I'm not expecting a big threat from them. But I've seen on a recent Q&A, this is something a couple of days ago now, they've been going on about adding Sweden. I like the sound of it. However, Sweden was pretty much neutral during the Second World War. In fact, I believe they were fully neutral. They may have added a like, well, they may have like helped out with aid and stuff like that, but I don't think Sweden's the best choice. Now I know Dave Schilling's going to rip me a new one for saying that, but I think adding a nation like China. Now, why China? Well, they have most of the aircraft models that we have in game. They would fight on the Allied side with both Japanese and I believe German equipment as well. They had some of their own designed tanks. They had some unique aircraft, and I can see the B-34. And most importantly, just in general, I think it would probably be a better choice. However, at this moment in time, I just think the better course of action would be to add in China. And there he is. Team's obviously seen him now, so we need to pick up the pace a bit. Now, if that B-34 pilot's smart, he'll drop his bombs and piss off, because that's really what he should do at this point. And I know what you're thinking. Why am I not bothering to go for him? Well, we've done our work, and, well, yeah. So the 109s are going to gut him anyway. I've not even got the altitude, even if I climbed. I would have the speed to keep up with him, but I just can't be arsed. I'll be truthfully honest, people. I just cannot be arsed. I think they're going to kill it before we get to the base, however, which is a real shame because I want to kill the base. Yep, they're all over his ass. 2 109s. I think they're F1s. Excuse me. We're getting close to the base, but I don't think we're going to get to it in time. Yep, they just shot him down, so we better pick up the bloody pace. Come on, come on. We're close, we're close. Don't think it's going to happen though, and I do have a 2-second bomb fuse on, so... Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. Nah, we're not going to make it. We are not going to make it. Yeah, we'll drop it anyway for bonus cred. See, told you, you only need 1-tonner to kill a base. But yeah, pretty good battle on the 110C. 7. I'm so used to saying 4, I nearly said 4 then I had to think. Obviously, she can kill a base with this 1-tonner and then damage another with the 250. It's a very versatile aircraft. That's mainly why I loved it in arcade, because it could fight, it could intercept bombers, it could ground pound, it could do everything. You could even sink a ship if you wanted to with a big enough bomb. But obviously now we are done with the C-7 and we're on to its bigger, more badder brother, the 110 F2. Yeah, this is going to be a good one. Not only do we get the standard armament of the C4 on this thing, but we also get some extra 20mm gun pods, which you can bet your sorry ass I am taking. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed today's flight. Obviously, I felt sorry for gutting those 2 Wellingtons. End of the day, it's got to be done, I'm afraid. I feel bad. I honestly feel bad. But guess what? It has to be done. And besides, even if I was to gut, even if I wasn't to gut them, my team would have done it anyway. So using a plane that was primarily, well, after its escort fire role was diminished, that would primarily intercept bombers at night with radar, I think it was more than appropriate. Anyway, I will see you all on the next one. Hope you enjoyed today's video, and I will catch you all on the next one.